This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
This is the Barbados Today evening news update for Wednesday, July 1st. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. On the eve of the opening of the CARICOM Heads of Government Summit, the island's main public sector union is meeting to decide if a planned shutdown of the country should clash with the event. A last-ditch meeting was called today by the Minister of Industry and Commerce, Don Villinis, with the National Union of Public Workers and the Barbados Investment and Development Corporation. But those talks ended without agreement. The union had said if the meeting failed to settle the demand for the withdrawal of letters of retirement for 10 BIDC employees, the NUPW would follow through with its planned industrial action. A visibly disappointed Acting General Secretary Rosalind Smith told reporters the union's position now is no retreat, no surrender.
The board's position has not changed and the NUPW position remains the same. There's been no agreement on either side, and therefore the NUPW now will take the next step where we will strategize and take some form of industrial action to this.
Minister Innes told the news conference the BIDC was on good ground in retiring the employees, whom he said had accepted the offers to go home, but he appealed to the union not to take any action that would disrupt tomorrow's opening of the CARICOM Summit.
Therefore, I would wish that there not be any disruption to our services or within our space at this point in time. But if others feel otherwise, I can only ask that good common sense, respect, and decency be allowed to prevail.
Workers at Kensington Oval walked off the job earlier today to protest non-payment of back pay. They said they are owed a total of $60,000 dating back to 2008, but they are being assured the issue has been taken care of. Armed with placards, the workers told Barbados Today they decided to protest after management sent an email to one of their colleagues informing them they would receive half of the amount owed. The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Culture, Ruth Blackman, told Barbados Today she is aware of the issue that predated her ministry, but she said the issue would be no more. Doctors at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital are raising concern about the drop in birth rates, and they say there is need for an investigation. Head of Pediatrics at the QEH, Dr. Clyde Cave, told Barbados Today birth rates have dropped over the last 4 years, but he says in a small population, temporary changes occurred that might not necessarily reflect a sustained pattern.
It's hard to say. It used to be just over 3,000 and over the last, it's been inching down under the 3,000s, and I believe last year was something like for the year. You know, and if it goes back up, we'll just say that that was a statistical blip. If it's sustained, then it's a sociological trend that would need investigation.
Some entertainment news now. For the first time in 8 years, Grand Kadooment will have a sponsor. Speaking at today's launch of the biggest event of the Crop Over Festival, organizer Adisa Andwele revealed the Republic Bank of Barbados has signed on for the next 3 years.
I'm really pleased that Republic Bank is on board because this is my 8th Kadooment. And the first time we'll be having a sponsor in those 8 years. The last one I think was Rotterdam Construction in 2008. But since I've been, this will be my 8th Kadooment and the first time I will be working with a sponsor. So it's really pleasing to know that, because as I said, Grand Kadooment is the biggest event for Crop Over. It is the event, is the signature event where the international press more or less posts photos of Barbados Crop Over from Grand Kadooment. So Grand Kadooment sells Crop Over, where it sells Barbados as well. So I'm really pleased that the Republic Bank is on board.
There's regional and international news after this short break. BT Grapova superstar. BT Grapova superstar. How was song bad? How was song?
Wonderful. Actually, you can enter that in the competition.
So I ain't sound bad?
No.
Oh my.
Get a video and we go clear.
A video?
Yes, a video.
How long the video gonna be?
2 minutes.
Not
no,
5, not 6?
No, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, that's all you need.
So wait, you and the fellas like you that just do this thing every year when the ain't already?
Well, I don't know with them, but it's spontaneous, you know?
Well, what is this for you? But that means I can try to submit mine, and the judging starts at 6, but the deadline is the 5th at 4:30.
And you need to get it in.
Get it in. Look at the screen there, look. That is where you could enter because
right there.
BT Grapova superstar. BT Grapova superstar.
I like that. You have a chance to win this competition.
Against you?
I spontaneous.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
Lonely girl love me and ragamuffin and dangerous son anytime. This is Raspilly and me well versatile. Anytime me drop, you know me drop it in a style. Whether raga soca or whether broke wine, the girls ain't come to me because they know me have the style. Whoopax, you don't know Raspilly the place.
Yeah, people, long time now you want to be a superstar, and right now you got the chance. Because Barbados today got their superstar crop over competition. All you gotta do is write your lyrics, set up your video, send it into them, and you got a chance to win up to $15,000 in prizes. You know that easy. Whoopax! Yes, I go on Facebook, Barbados today /Facebook. You go check it out. People got the thing they're rolling for you. So do your thing. You don't know. Whoopax! Yes, I.
In news from the region, former FIFA Vice President Jack Warner tells the United States it will be a long, hot summer as he defends charges of corruption. Washington has requested Warner's extradition to answer to a number of fraud and racketeering charges dating back more than 2 decades. U.S. authorities arrested a number of FIFA officials last month as part of their investigations. On the international scene, U.S. President Barack Obama today called on Congress to take the final step in restoring relations with Cuba and lift the decades-old trade embargo. Obama also announced both countries are to reopen embassies on July 20th.
When the United States shuttered our embassy in 1961, I don't think anyone expected that it would be more than half a century before it reopened. After all, our nations are separated by only 90 miles, and there are deep bonds of family and friendship between our people. But there have been very real, profound differences between our governments, and sometimes we allow ourselves to be trapped by a certain way of doing things. For the United States, that meant clinging to a policy that was not working. Instead of supporting democracy and opportunity for the Cuban people, our efforts to isolate Cuba, despite good intentions, increasingly had the opposite effect, cementing the status quo and isolating the United States from our neighbors in this hemisphere. The progress that we mark today is yet another demonstration that we don't have to be imprisoned by the past. When something isn't working, we can and will change.
That's the evening news. For more news, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper or email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Line TV, as well as Mix 96.9 FM. I am Marie Claire Williams. Good evening.